Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Let's get it. Y'all know what it is. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Alright, now look. Today, this is going to be about the BBLs. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. You know, I hope everybody have a good day. You know, hope it's productive for everybody. You know, everybody get what they looking for. We all have a good day. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Well, you might want to know what we hear about today. About the BBLs, right? To the fellas, do you have a girl that has a BBL or want a BBL? If so, tap in, tap the fuck in. Back to the bros. Do you like girls with BBLs? I also need you to tap in, tap the fuck in. It ain't what you think it is. If you ain't never experienced it, trust me, you ain't gonna want to. Tap in, tap the fuck in. That shit, it might look good, but it ain't good. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Alright, so look, let's go ahead and get it, right? So let me start this all the way from the beginning, right? So this was August of 2020, right? I always like worked out with the homies and shit like that. You know, when it's time to go work out, I either always work out by myself or I go to the gym with the homies. And you know, of course, I was in prison, so I did a lot of working out in prison. I did all that with the homies. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I want to switch it up. You know, I want to work out with a female. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll be a little different if I try something different. So I call myself looking for a female, you know, to work out with. Well, I made a status on Facebook about it. You know, I'm like, who want to work out with me? You know, females only. So, you know, it was some females jumped on there. I ain't like none of them. Wasn't none of them my type. I wasn't into none of them, you know, for real. So I'm like, hell no, fuck that. You know, I'm like, fuck it. I'll probably just find a girl in the gym, you know, or something like that. Maybe we'd get cool and we could start working out together. Fuck it, you know. Well, maybe a couple of days later, right? On my news feed on my Facebook, when I first, you know, hit the button, the app pull up. On my news feed, it was this girl. I never seen her before. On my news feed, on my page, nothing. I never seen this woman. I didn't even know we was friends or nothing. I don't know who this woman was, right? So, uh, I seen her on my, you know, on my feed, and her status was talking about she needed a workout partner, you know, to motivate her, get back in the gym, blah blah blah, all of that, you know. I'm like, damn, you know, how perfect is that? You know, I was like, I'm looking for a female to work out with. And, you know, here go a female, you know, saying this, right? So I go look at her pictures. She was straight. She was definitely my type and everything, you know. It was cool. So I jumped on her status. You know, I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? You know, I work out with you. I motivate you. You know, I put you in your place. You know, what's up? I'm the right discipline coach, you know, to get to it. So she hopped in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? We started talking from there. Well, just so happened, she literally stayed right down the street from a gym. You know, we went to the same gym and shit. She stayed right down the street from one. But she didn't like coming to the city. She stayed, you know what I'm saying, like deep east. in the suburbs, deep east. But she didn't like come into the city. I was staying in the city at the time, you know. So I'm like, I don't got no problem. I can come to you, whoop de whoop. I'm like, it's a gym right down the street from your house. So we could just go to that gym, you know what I'm saying, and do what we do from there. She like, all right, cool. So we talking for the next 2 weeks before we even met. You know, we talking, right? And she was telling me that she wanted to get a BBL. So she was saying like I'm undecided, but I had booked the trip. But she like I can cancel it at any time, but it's a couple of months out. So I'm still debating. I don't know if I want to do it or not. Blah blah blah. Right. So I'm like, hey, I ain't say too much because I didn't even know this woman. I ain't even meet her at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I kept my mouth closed at the time for it. Like, hey, that's your business. Now, me personally, I'm totally against BBLs. They dangerous as hell. It ain't no guarantee that you're gonna wake up from it. And if you do, you're gonna be in a world full of pain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm completely against BBLs. So I didn't say nothing because, like I said, I ain't even met this woman. So I didn't say nothing. All right, cool. 2 weeks go by. We finally meet. She had me come over. I came over. We getting drunk. We talking shit. We having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I woke up in her bed hours later. You know what I'm saying? Like this was probably like maybe 4 or 5 hours later. It's dark time and everything. When I came over there, it was daytime. You know what I'm saying? But now it's dark time. When I woke up, when I woke up, she was next to me, just waking up as well. So we like, damn, did we fuck her? You know what I'm saying? Like we was fried. So we don't know if we did anything. So we laughing about the shit, all of that. So we ended up getting close. The same exact day we met, we started getting close as hell. So basically, I'm coming out there to her every day. Now she got money. She worked from home. She just had one kid, and she was good. She had everything she needed. She was straight. You know what I'm saying? So the whole plan was I was gonna come to her house, work out. Me and her, we go to the gym, we work out. Boom, we go on about our day. It never happened, never. And me and her, we was kicking it from that August all the way until March of that next year. You know what I'm saying? We never went to the gym, not one time. I'm over there every day. We cutting, we kicking it. We spending money on each other. We going on dates. You know what I'm saying? We did date night every Friday. You know what I'm saying? She was cooking, cleaning, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a perfect little relationship out of nowhere. And mind you, I wasn't even looking for that. I literally was just looking for a gym partner, just to go to the gym with and, work out. Now, mind you, at the time, I'm still going to the gym. I'm working out, but she not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come to her house, come wake her up, all that. She will not get up. So I just go to the gym. You know, I head up there. I hit her on the FaceTime. I'm like, bring your ass up here. She's still laying in the bed. I'm on the treadmill running, on the FaceTime. Like, get your ass up here. She not having it. Got an excuse every day as to why she can't come to the gym. So after I leave the gym, I started going over her house, take a shower from there. We talk our shit, do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Then I go head on by my day. That's how we was for the longest. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we did date night every Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like I started courting her and everything because it was going right. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going good. I was feeling the situation. It was what it was. It's just the thing of it is we were supposed to be going to the gym and we never did. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, uh the relationship going well, things are going good, right? So this like mid-September, she started bringing up the BBL thing again. You know, this about a month into our, relationship at this point. She started bringing the BBL thing back up again. I'm like, I told you I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, go ahead and cancel that shit. Get your money back. She spent 10 bands on that shit. You know, what her plan was, she had titties, but she didn't have a booty. So she wanted to take the fat from her stomach and put it in her butt. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her like this is a stupid decision because the fat from your stomach is not supposed to be in your butt. Them two different fats. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be sitting on that. Blah blah blah. Like I'm trying my hardest to convince her not to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't having it. She like fuck that. I'm getting it done. I gotta get this done for me. This is what I want. Blah blah blah. She like, I understand, how you feel and things, but she like, me and you can end up falling out and then I missed out on my opportunity and blah blah blah. She tried to justify it any way she could. So, whatever. I let her. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do with your body, so be it. You know? So I stopped arguing with her, stopped all the back and forth. I let her do her thing, right? So she booked the flight. It was like around the beginning to mid October, right? So the time came and she, needed to get a ride to the airport because she had to fly out to Miami to get it done. She had, what was his name? Dr. Miami, Mr. Miami, whatever his name is. She flew out there to have him do it, right? So she needed a ride to the airport. I took her up there. I came and picked her up. She stayed out there for like 3 or 4 days or something. It was her, her mama, and her grandma. You know what I'm saying? They all went out there and they stayed out there in Miami for a few days. Now, when it was time for them to come back, I came back to the airport, picked them up. When I picked them up, man, she looked like a damn botched character or something. You know what I'm saying? Like she was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Head wrapped up, whole body wrapped up. Looking like a damn human mummy or some shit. You know. So I helped her get in the car. When you get them BBLs, you can't sit on your butt for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be like off of your ass for a good 2 months. You gotta let your body heal for a couple of months before you can even sit on it. You know what I'm saying? So of course you not supposed to be having sex or doing none of that, because the body is still healing. So every time she get in the car, she gotta face her face to the headrest and have her ass pointed at the damn windshield. You know what I'm saying? Like she had to sit backwards because she couldn't sit down. You know, and with them BBLs, when they do the surgery, they drill holes in your back. They put fluid packs in your back. It's a lot of work that they do. With that surgery. So you got to angle your body at a position at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it at all. But anyway, she came back, came and got them, took her home. I had to fucking doctor her ass for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? For at least 2 months. I had to be her pacifier pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take care of her. You know, it was crazy, man. When you get them BBLs, they tell you that this is a life or death situation. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you might not wake up. You might be gone after this. You know what I'm saying? After we put you to sleep, this might be it for you. You know. So if a woman is willing to do that and she don't need surgery, get away from her. She is willing to risk her own life for attention. Get away from her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a dangerous ass surgery. The only time you should be getting surgery is if you need it. If you don't need surgery, don't ever get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good chance you could die. You don't just get surgery. That's for something serious, you know? So anyway, I'm taking care of her, you know. Also with the BBLs, you had to get back massages. You gotta get your back massage and you gotta get your booty massage. You gotta massage all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't massage it right, the booty will be hard. Um, your back will be stiffening up and shit because of the fluid packs that they gotta put in your back, you know, for when they doing the surgery. The fluid packs don't come out your back. I think it got to be like dissolved into your back or something like that. You know, with the massages that they got to do on you, it got to like be massaged into your body, and that take time. You know what I'm saying? So they recommend you go to an expert massages to massage your body, but a lot of women shortcut that because that shit costs money. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to pay for that. So they take a shortcut, you know, when it comes to the massages. They'll pay somebody they know or, you know, have a boyfriend or something like that do it because that shit costs money. But they do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was another one. She had the money, but she didn't want to pay for that shit. So I said, you know what? All right, cool. I got you. I'll massage you. I'll make sure you good. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So here I am doing everything, you know, for her, making sure she good, you know, all of that. I be all the way on the other side of town, and she'll call me and say her back's stiffening up. She need me to come massage it. You know what I'm saying? I come from wherever I'm at, you know, just to go massage her back. You know what I'm saying? Because she be laying there like a damn brick wall. Like she'd just be stuck, can't move. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it was The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz, whatever the original movie. Remember the Tin Man? When the Tin Man he lock up without that oil, and then when you put that oil on him, he all get the break dance and he feeling good and shit. That's exactly how she was. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't give her the massages, her back is stiffen up. She'd be like the Tin Man with no oil. You know what I'm saying? And then when I come with the massage, basically I'm the oil. And then she boom, she back at, she back good. Like that surgery is not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, with all of that, I'm doing everything for her. I'm making sure she good. I'm the only nigga there, that's doing anything for her. The only nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I get her together. Time go on. She healed. Now she able to move around, do things on her own. Boom. All right, cool. Now it started getting to a point where she could take off her thigh, and all the bandages and all of that shit, right? By the time that happened, she's starting to feel herself. Now she taking pictures with her BBL all the time and all of this shit, right? Like she always angling it, trying to get the hips and the butt and all of that shit in her pictures or whatever. But she not trying to do a thirsty pic because she know I'm looking because I'm her man. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't trying to be thirsty, but at the same time, she trying to let it be known like, oh, I got mine, type shit. Just lame as hell. So anyway, she doing all that. I started seeing them flags. I'm like, oh, you on the net looking for attention. You know what I'm saying? Now look, fellas, like I said at the beginning, if you have a girl that wants a BBL or is gonna get one, it ain't for you. It's not for you. Another thing too, with her BBL, her butt, it was like it wasn't done right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't done right. And it was hard. It was like she had got the cheapest BBL you can get. The cheapest one is like maybe like $8,500 to $10,000. She said she spent $10,000. So she got the basic package. You know what I'm saying? And she suffered a lot behind that shit. you know. And this is another reason why you don't need to be getting that surgery. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't spend the right amount of money on the whole surgery, the whole process, the massages, the medicine you got to take, everything you got to do behind this BBL, if you don't do it right, it's not going to turn out right. So it ain't even no point of even investing into that shit unless you really got some money and you got the time to invest in that. That is a job itself. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these women be looking for the quick, easy route out just to get some attention. And that shit end up costing them in the end. You know, man, it's sad because I'm gonna tell you like this: these women getting their BBLs, most of them is like in their late 20s to 30s, I'd say late 20s to 40s. They getting these BBLs, you know, because the younger girls, you know, they bodies sit up perfectly. They don't need BBLs, so it's really like the late 20s to the 40s, 40-year-old women that's doing this, right? Okay, what y'all need to understand is y'all getting older, and y'all gonna keep getting older. And the older you get, the more strain that BBL is gonna have on your body, because that body fat is not where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the body knows itself, and you putting fat from your stomach into your butt, it's not supposed to be there. The fat from your stomach is not meant to be sit on. The fat from your stomach is not meant to consume all of that type of weight that your butt has to endure on a day-to-day basis. That's why the fat in your stomach is in your stomach and not in your butt. So women need to stop getting that narrative out their head because I transfer the fat from over here to over here. It ain't plastic, you know, it ain't as bad. Granted, it's not plastic, but it's not what it's supposed to be. It's not where it's supposed to be. And that's just as bad as plastic. Just like if you was to get the plastic and you left the fat wherever it was and you got plastic, it's just about the same thing as removing that fat from one place and putting it to another place. It's just about as equivalent to plastic. Just about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it is perfectly. I'm saying it's just about the same. You know. So honestly, you shouldn't be doing it at all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to the gym. Go to the gym. Do some squats. Do some duck walk. Do anything that um make you use your legs, your thighs, your inner thighs, your glutes, all of those type of workouts. I guarantee you, you will get a booty if you work out the right way. You eat the right way, you do everything that you're supposed to do, you will get a booty. And I'm not talking about no man strong booty, you know, we not talking about nothing like that. If you work out, exercise right, and eat healthy and not be on your butt as much, you will get that butt that you're looking for. It might not be exactly like what you see the BBL butts, but I guarantee you, your butt was shaped into a form that you would like, and you would be happy with yourself, as opposed as to getting these surgery, these botched surgeries at that, and you will never be the same. You know, it's just not worth it. So anyway, man, even after she healed, she still was having problems because I'm not an expert at massaging. So I was doing it right, but I didn't do everything that needed to be done because I'm not no expert at that. I don't know what's all supposed to be what, you know. So whatever, little techniques I like that, she gotta feel that. She gotta go through that because she chose the free route. I could just have my man for not do it, and I could save all my money. That's cool. You could save that little money. Now you got to deal with this for the rest of your life because you didn't get it done right. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You got to get it done right. And you trying to cut corners on it, trying to be slick. That shit catch up with you, you know. So anyway, the whole time she was having problems. The whole time. It made her bitter. You know what I'm saying? She was taking pictures, and she was getting her little attention or whatever. Fellas, let me tell y'all something about women with the attention off the internet, right? That attention be just on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys really don't be pursuing them like what they do on the internet. It's just the internet. You know, she was doing this for the internet and it didn't do nothing for her. So she'd take all these beautiful pictures and then as soon as she done taking the pictures, she in all this pain. She in all this hurt. Her body hurting. She can't move. She need a massage. But she take these beautiful pictures with these nice ass captions talking all this shit. But as soon as the camera is off, she in excruciating pain. So to the women out there that think that these BBLs is, the shit, that's something that everybody doing, it's a flip side to it. They not telling you what they go through behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. You can't sit down and take a shit. You can't wipe your ass. I mean, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? You literally gotta have somebody there nursing you the whole time. Literally. Cause you can't get it done on your own. Especially when you first come back from that surgery. You know what I'm saying? You can't wipe your ass at all. I had to wipe her ass all the time. Luckily I was around to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't around, she would have been hit. That would have been a surgery she wouldn't have been able to get unless she was gonna be willing to pay for the maintenance and all of that shit that come behind it. Because it ain't just go get a surgery and come back home and boom, now you just BBL goddess. It don't work like that. You got work to put in before you can even take off the wrapping and show that shit. You know what I'm saying? So trust and believe that BBL stuff ain't as simple as easy as people make it seem. You know, Jan, what's the deal? What's that deal? I'm on here letting y'all know about them BBLs. If don't go for it. You know, no matter what, even if they lowered it to $1,000 and they pay for the flight, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. It's not worth your life. You know, I'm telling you, it's not worth your life, and you chancing yourself with it. I heard that DC Young Fly, baby mama died like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a guarantee on it. It's really not. It ain't worth it. And like I said, it's a lot that come behind it. So anyway, months go on. She's starting to heal, right? Okay. So she healing. Me and her, we still going out. We still doing everything. Everything, nothing changed. We went out. We did all of that before she did the BBL. Then when she did the BBL, I nursed her the whole time until she got back healed. Then we went back outside. We back out, going out, buying each other stuff, blah blah, all of that. We never had no major issues, nothing. I never put my hands on it. Never been none of that. And I disclaimer, I don't put my hands on women at all. But I'm just speaking on her. Like we never had no problems. I never cheated on her. She never cheated on me. Blah blah blah. It was never none of that. We had a great relationship, right? So this was the kicker, right? It's Christmas time coming up. Now, let me tell y'all something about me. I I roll with Metro, Android. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say this before. I am a dinosaur with phones. I don't care nothing about the hype. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. So I didn't been with Metro since I was 18. You know what I'm saying? Like I went from Nextel Boost to Metro. You know what I'm saying? And I've been with Metro ever since. It's the same exact shit as an iPhone. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. And I had an iPhone, so I know. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm about to get at. So anyway, I always had Metro. she had iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So she always be talking shit about my Android and all this. I'm like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Could never point out a difference. But anyway, at that time, that was 2020 Christmas, right? The iPhone 11 was the new iPhone at the time. She said that she can get another line added to her her hookup, her plan. She can get another line added, and that could be me. Basically, she can get that iPhone 11 for $30 right now. She add a new line, she can get that phone for $30, and it'd be $30 a month. And she said, I can have it. You know, I still kept my Metro, but now I got iPhone too. I'm like, all right, cool. So she put in for it. Boom, they mailed it straight to the house. She gave me the phone. Now I got an iPhone too. So I got an iPhone and the Metro. Still, like I said, I ain't seen no fucking difference at all. You know what I'm saying? It was the same exact thing. Like that, it was just the phones look different, but they both serve the same purpose. Just like how you got some people that say it don't matter if you in a what can you say, like a 300 or a Hellcat. They both serve the same purpose. They both gonna get you from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Same thing here, right? iPhone, Android, same shit. So anyway, now I got this iPhone, right, with my Metro. I only use the iPhone to deal with her. I wasn't, storing contacts or giving people that phone number, none of that. It was just with her, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that's how me and her FaceTime off the iPhone, right? Before, we was always FaceTiming off the Facebook Messenger. You know what I'm saying? But now she wanted me to have an iPhone and all of this. So boom. Now we FaceTiming off the iPhone. My Metro, I'm doing all my business on my Metro. And only use the iPhone basically to FaceTime with her. I swear to God, that's all that phone was for real. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I had that phone came in, I think probably like a day or two before Christmas. That was my Christmas gift. And I loaded her up with shit. But, you know, anyway, her Christmas gift to me was the iPhone 11, right? Okay, cool. This was the deal, right? She only got that phone to track me. Yeah. Now, as y'all recall, I just said I'm a dinosaur with phones. I don't know nothing about them. I don't be on all of that. I'm simple as hell. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that. I I'm just simple. So basically, she knew that I was simple, and she know that I don't be on all of that, right? So she got this phone to track me. She had a tracker, the location on the phone. Man, time was going on. You know, she hit me up like, "What was you doing here? Why was you over there?" That type of shit. I'm like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" And then I'm like, "How did she know that I was over there?" Now again, I wasn't cheating. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. None of that. It was just, how the fuck did she know where I was at? You know what I'm saying? And I never understood, like, how did she know this shit? I'm Look, I fuck with the cars. So I started thinking that maybe she saw me riding around in one of my cars. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking for a while. Like maybe she seen my car somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I be all over the place. So I'm like, maybe she seen me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward the tape, right? I have a stylist. Well, at the time, this was my stylist that I was going to, because I got a different stylist now. You know what I'm saying? My bestie is my stylist now. But back then, I had a stylist that worked at a shop. She been braiding my hair since I was like 20, 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? She my homie. So we talk about all type of shit. She tell me about her relationships. I told her about the women I be with. That's my homie. So why she washing my hair and all that, we going over whatever the fuck we going over. And I go get my hair done from her every Friday. Every week I'm up there. So we talking about something different every week. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm telling her about girl. I'm like, she got me this iPhone for Christmas. I showed her the phone and everything. She like, yeah, that's that new one. That's nice. Blah blah blah. All of that. Then I'm coming in week after week. I'm like, dog, this girl, she must be tracking me or something. Like, how the fuck do she know where I be at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing nothing wrong or nothing. It's just how do she know where I be at? She like, man, I don't know. You gotta watch her, blah blah blah. Type shit. So one day, I was in my hood, right? I was at this gas station. At the gas station at my hood, this woman pulled up next to me, and she had her catering business on the side of her. She had a Ford Flex. She had her catering business, brand stickered on the side of the door, on the side of the car and shit. So I'm like, okay, she cater, okay, that's cool. She hop out the car, she go in. She coming out. She a older woman. She in her 60s. I'm like, damn, she an older woman. I know she know how to cook. So I got to talking to her. I was talking to her about her catering business. She gave me her number. She told me to call her, so I have her number, and she gonna make me something. All I got to do is come pick it up. I'm like, all right, cool. She like, I'm gonna just give it to you for free, just so you can sample it, so my shit hidden, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, bet, that's what's up. So a couple hours go by, she hit me up. She told me it was ready. It was some soul food, greens, macaroni, chicken, shit like that, right? So I come to pick it up. While I'm over there picking it up, me and her, we kicking it. Mind you, she an older woman. You know what I'm saying? So she want to kick the ball, So we talking for a minute. I was over there maybe about 20 minutes, right? Tell me why when I was leaving the woman house with my food in hand, I'm leaving the woman house. We ain't did nothing, none of that. I just came to pick up my sample and I let her talk, and now I'm walking out the house, right? Why when the woman came out behind me. It was a nice summer day, you know what I'm saying? So she came out behind me. While I'm walking out the door, while I look up, is the girl, my girl, the BBL girl. It was her. She's standing in the driveway, looking at me with this crazy ass look on her face, like she was ready to kill me. I'm looking like, what the fuck is you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Man, she said I was over here cheating on her and all of this shit. She went and jumped in her car, pulled off, right? I jumped in my car, I chased her. We went to the house. We talked about all that shit. I'm like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you know where I be at? And she kept dancing around the question or whatever. So, long story short on that, we got over it. Again, I still don't know that she tracking me. You know what I'm saying? It just was like conveniently type shit. Because where this old woman stayed at, she stayed on the main road. So my car was in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? All these cars riding up and down the street. I got to thinking in my head, maybe she was riding down the street and seen my damn car over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking everything but the complete obvious. Because again, I don't know phones like that. So anyway, this was like that next week. I go get my hair braided again. I'm telling my stylist again. I'm like, dog, now, I'm like, before, she was just saying, why was I over here? Why was I over there? I'm like, nah, she didn't pull it up to the damn spot where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the fuck do she know where I'm at? She like, give me that phone. So I gave her the iPhone. She went flipping through it. She like, this how she know where you at. She showed me the location thing. She like, she's sharing your location, but she not sharing her location with you. What? Oh, when my stylist said that, everything replayed back in my head of why she got me the phone in the first place. She was trying to find something wrong with me. This was her escape plan. See, now by this time her body done healed up. So now she trying to figure out a way for me and her to get into it so we could break up. Because the summer coming, she got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? That's what the BBL was for. It's for the summer. She wants some attention. So what she do? She throw a monkey wrench in the game. So that way we could fall out with each other. So she could be ready to hit the street as soon as it warm up. You know what I'm saying? Without having to say, oh, I cheated on my man or, none of that. She tried to throw it on me and trade my phone so that way she could accuse me of being wrong. This how she tried to get me. You know what I'm saying? But I was hip to it. So all right, cool. I'm hip to the shit. After that happened, right? I don't play games. I don't care how long we've been together. I don't care how much money you done spent on me. I don't care how much money I spent on you. I don't care what we did. I don't care how many times we had raw sex. I don't care about none of that. Once you cross me, we're done. You know what I'm saying? So when my stylist put me hip to her, drop my location, I called girl. I'm like, come meet me. Me and her met, we talking. I'm like, look, right, this is what's about to happen. I'm like, we gonna have to separate because you tracking me and basically that's telling me that you don't trust me. If you don't trust me, I can't deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we need to just separate for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you need to mature or something because I gave you nothing but a great relationship. I nursed you through your BBL process. And now here you is tracking me like I'm the one in the wrong. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking you out. I'm spending money on you, all type of shit. Like, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no problems, ain't nothing wrong. And you still got to find something wrong. So I'm like, we got to separate, you know. So we broke up. She was cool with it. At first, she was crying and whining, but, she moved on real quickly. So about a month later, she hit me up. She was texting me, like, what's up? I'm like, what up, dog? She sent me a picture of a wide body scat pack charger. Now, I didn't told y'all about that charger, right? This came from her, the BBL girl, right? So I guess after me and her broke up, I guess she went and hit the streets and it wasn't what she thought it was, even though it was just a month. But I guess it wasn't what she thought it was. So basically, she and her regretting the process. So she sent me a picture of the charger, right? I'm like, yeah, that's nice. What's that about? She like, ain't this the kind of car you like? I'm like, yeah. Now, at the time, she found it on Toro. I didn't even know nothing about Toro at the time, but she found it on Toro. She like, look, all right. She was like, I'll rent it for you for a couple days, so you could have fun, do your thing or whatever, and then, we gotta take it back. Mind you, me and her, we not in a relationship no more or none of that. And she just came out of nowhere with renting me this damn charger. I didn't say nothing about a car. I didn't need a car. None of that. She just wanted to do it, out of nowhere. I'm like, all right, cool, So boom, we shot to Ohio, went and picked that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Came back. That's how I got the charger. But I ended up taking it out of her name when I met up with the owner. The owner was an Arab dude out in Ohio. He was cool, real recognized real. So when we met up, he like, shit, we good. He like, if me and you gonna work our deal, cool. He like, I'd rather work a deal with you than a woman anyway. Not saying he don't want to work with women, but it's easier for men to work with each other. So we was talking about that, and he like, yeah, I'd rather do it with you, blah blah blah. I'm like, take her name off the car. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? So it went from a 3 day rental to I had it for like 4 months. No lie. The deal was just keep paying for it. So we went from it was supposed to be paid by the day. It was like 180 a day. You know what I'm saying? It came up to like $5,000 a month. No lie. Swear to God. You know what I'm saying? And his whole thing was you pay the 5,000 a month, you can keep it. He took it on Toro and everything. So that's how I got hip to Toro. I ain't know nothing about it. It was her. Anyway, she had got me that car for basically apology. She was the type that couldn't just stand up and take accountability. You know what I'm saying? So her way of apologizing to me was getting me this damn charger. Even though I gotta pay for it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this was her, apology. Here you go. Here go a wide body. I'm sorry. They go your wide body. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and all. But I'm off you, baby. I'm off of you. I know why you did this. You did this because you wanted to go be in the streets. We had a perfect relationship with no problems. And you still had to find a way to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? We got to end it. As soon as we end it, what you do? You ran right out here in the streets. She instantly got to posting all of them pictures to her Facebook. All of the pictures that was in her camera reel that she didn't post when me and her broke up, they was on Facebook. So I knew that this what was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as we broke up, wow, all of the uncensored pictures, well, not uncensored, but all the like raw pictures that wasn't on Facebook before we broke up hit Facebook. Okay, and now here you is a month and some change later with your apology. Here go a wide body. They go my apology. Oh, okay, thank you, but we not getting back together. That's over. You know what I'm saying? So I took the wide body. I did my motherfucking thing. That was God paying me back. You know what I'm saying? For all the shit that I did with her, all of that nursing I did for her. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I did for her in that relationship, just for her to turn her back on me by sharing my low and not telling me. If you gonna share my low, at least tell me. You know what I'm saying? You don't even tell me. So you strictly out to set me up. You got this phone just to set me up. This was all the setup from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I've been holding on to that for a minute. Hold up. So you did this for the setup because this was your escape plan to validate you to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. What I do, I'm a real man. Salute, baby. You want to go to the streets? See ya. So I sent her right there. Evidently, it wasn't what she thought it was. So she tried to run back. And again, the wide body was the apology. But it ain't worked for me. It, once you scold me once, it's over. I don't care what you come back with. This woman came back with a $50,000 car. Instead of just saying, you know what, I was wrong. Can we start over? Can we work on something? Instead of going that route, she went and got me a $50,000 car because she know I fuck with cars. And at the time, that was the car that I was aiming at. You know what I'm saying? And she knew that. So she like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and rent it for him. That'll pull him back in. Mm-mm. We done. She knows she lost the greatest thing that she ever had in her life. You know what I'm saying? That's why she tried to pay it back with a $50,000 car. Even though she didn't cash it for me or nothing, it's just the whole fact that she even went through the process. She put her name on it, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I could have crashed that car. I could have killed somebody and threw him in the trunk and drove that motherfucker off a damn lake somewhere. And she would have been responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about if it was a rental or not. It was about her putting it in her name for me, just for me to get it. Even though I immediately transferred it out her name, but she still had to go through the Turo process. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that is documented. So if I would have did anything in that car, it would have came back to her because I wasn't originally on the car. I didn't book it on Turo. She did. So if anything happened, it would go right back to her. She the beneficiary of the car. She is the reason why it was obtained in the first place. So if I would have did anything in that car, it would have came back on her. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. You know. So that was her apology. Trick no good. You know what I'm saying? A couple months later, I crashed that motherfucking everything. She wasn't even mad. This how you know that she knew that she fucked up and she wanted me back so bad. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was still fucking with her. You know, after that, we was still fucking around, but we didn't get back together. That never happened. So while she out here hot girl summering, you know, at night when and she don't got no nigga over there or whatever she got going on, she'd call me. You know what I'm saying? So we was cutting for a while after we even broke up. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get me back, man. All the little things I was doing for her. She had two little Yorkies. I used to walk them. I'm a dog trainer. You know what I'm saying? So she stayed in an apartment complex. So you know it's a bunch of people walking around all the time. So whenever she would walk them, she had to walk them with leashes. I don't walk dogs with leashes. I train them how to walk with me without a leash or run up on people. I train them, you know, how to stay with their owner. You know what I'm saying? I had them trained within the first week of me taking them out. So I was walking them around with no leash. They weren't bothering people, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I had them trained. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a lot for this woman. You know what I'm saying? Just for her to, you know, to fuck it over was crazy. And she know that. And I did all that shit off the strength. You know, I wasn't looking for a dime or nothing. I was doing everything off the strength. I was helping her with her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just for her to want to turn around and hit the streets with this $10,000 BBL. That was a fail. So she came back running to me. Smoked her. Nah, it's over. That's done and over. You want to know something else? Still to this day. Still to this day. On my kids. Still to this day. That was 2020 when I met her. It's 25. This been 4.5 years. She still hit me up. Still hit me up. You know what I'm saying? To this day. Still. I can go to her house and get in the bed with her right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, swear to God. To this day. She got that BBL almost 5 years ago. Still ain't laying the nigga that she wanted. All she been doing is getting fucked on all this time. You know what I'm saying? And she been regretting it because she still spent a block on me. She done spent the block on me so hard, right? To where she don't even have sex with me no more. She just want my, like, what can you say, companionship, you know, me to be around her, you know, shit like that. And you know, I'm cool with her family and everything. So when I come around, it's all love. And you know, this ain't no diss to her. This is just me giving y'all my opinion about how I feel about women with BBLs. But as far as her as a person, she was a good person. She just wanted to hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't work out for her. You know what I'm saying? And she regretting the hell out that shit. She went and put a $50,000 car in her name for me, trying to get me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. So, again, to the fellas that got a woman that want a BBL or already got one, let it go, bro. I'm just being real. D-Day, I need a shot. Here you go, my dog. I still got about half of it for you. You know, it's all good. But yeah, man. She she bought business. You know what I'm saying? And she just gotta go ahead and deal with it, you know. She lost the best thing she ever had. It'll never get no better than me. Oh, matter of fact, I beat up her baby daddy for her too. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, on her baby daddy, he was a deadbeat. Well, to my knowledge, he was a deadbeat that only came around when she had a little boyfriend or whatnot, and he played the jealous role and be on that bullshit. This was to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I be around her and he'd call, it was a time he called and he heard me in the background talking. So this how he knew that she had a nigga around. You know what I'm saying? Man, he go off on her all the time, calling her all type of bitches and hoes, all type of shit, right? So it went from that to, I know you got a nigga over there that be around my daughter. I'm gonna kill that nigga. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. I ever see that nigga, I'm gonna fuck him up. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna knock his teeth out. Blah blah blah. The nigga was reckless. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I'm like, look, stop answering that nigga. It ain't like he trying to come get the kid or, do anything for her or anything like that. He just calling just to get on you about me. This nigga never even seen me before. And he had all this hatred for me. Like he had the most hatred in the world for me. This went on for about 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this went on for about 2 months. One day, I'm in the city. I'm riding around. She called me and told me she needed me to meet her so that I could watch her daughter for her because she was about to fight her baby daddy girlfriend, right? So she told me where to meet her at because the baby daddy and the baby daddy girlfriend was about to pull up so they could fight. And she wanted me to watch her daughter while they was fighting. Okay, cool. So I pull up. When I get there, it's me, girl, and her daughter. She on the phone with the baby daddy. He running off, talking crazy. I know you got that nigga with you. Cool. We about to pull up. My girl gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat his ass. Like talking crazy. I'm like, damn, straight up. Now, mind you, I knew what he looked like because she had pictures of him on her Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Like, some women, they don't be deleting them type of pictures. So I knew what he looked like, but he didn't know what I looked like. Long story short on that, they finally pulled up. They pulled up. He jumped out the car. I whooped his ass right there. Oh, let me throw this in there. Her mother was there too. My girl, the BBL girl, yeah, she had called her mama. Her mama was there on the scene too. So I whooped him in front of her, his baby mama, and his baby mama's mama, and his girlfriend. I whooped him in front of all of them. He just knew he was about to put on the show, and he got whooped real quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I whooped him. She fought the girlfriend. I don't know who won out of that. I ain't see it. I was beating his ass. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was that. But I proved my loyalty early in the game. You know what I'm saying? I whooped her baby daddy for her in front of her and her mama. You know what I'm saying? And the mama was telling everybody like he whooped and woo woo. So basically, it gave me cool points with the family because the family didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? After that, he started becoming a good daddy. He didn't want no beef with me. He was picking the child up, all type. He was picking the child up, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He became a great daddy after I whooped him. Swear to God. Sometimes you need to whoop somebody. Sometimes that whooping snap some sense into him. Straight up. He was this tough ass gangbanger bully before me and him crossed paths. After me and him crossed paths, he became a great daddy. And if girl ever see this, she know I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? He became a great daddy after I whooped him. This is the type of um, this is the type of loyalty I have for her. I'm rubbing her down, and then I turn around and whoop her baby daddy for her. And even after all of that, she still want to go hit the streets. So, fellas, it don't matter how much you do for them. If they want a BBL, it was for the streets. It don't got nothing to do with you, dog. It ain't your fight. Let it go. Like Bookham said on All About the Benjamins, Bookham, which is Ice Cube. Ice Cube to Day Day. And you know, Day Day name was Reggie in that movie. So Bookham to Reggie. He like, let it go, Reggie. Let it go. LIG and Reggie. Let it go. Let it go. That's the message I got for y'all. If you want to BBL, LIG it. Let it go. Let it go. It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.